The Obelisk by Lewis Paget. Right at the top of the mountain stood an obelisk in stone. It pointed up to the heavens, was inscribed with a runic poem. It wasn't known who had put it there or when, though it made no odds, for men had seen it had always been from the time of the ancient gods. It had seemed to have strange properties. It changed when the stone was wet. Deep in the midst of a thunderstorm, it went from gray to jet. The stone would glisten and glow at night in a way that seemed most odd. And when the lightning came forking down, would act as a lightning rod. It stood in a pleasant clearing. No tree would grow too near. Though trees grew all up the mountainside, I thought that fact was queer. We'd take a picnic basket there and settle on the slope, lie in the shade of the obelisk, just me and my girlfriend, Hope. And she would recline and rest there. She was pleasing to the eye. She looked like a Grecian goddess, for her eyes would match the sky. Her hair, the color of yellow straw, she turned and she sighed at me, then said, "I feel I've been here before, in some ancient mystery." She couldn't explain just what she meant, so we lay a while and kissed up on the sun-drenched mountaintop in the shade of the obelisk. Then she got restless and wandered up to the face that held the runes and traced her fingers across the script on that sunny afternoon. I started up when I heard her scream, and I saw the arm and fist that slid on out of the solid stone and seized her by the wrist. The lettering of the runes lit up, and they glowed a scarlet red, while I grabbed hold of her other arm and held on to her in dread. She couldn't manage to free herself. The hand held her so tight. I strained and heaved. I could not believe. But she turned pale and white. Her eyes went up in her head. Then she fell, fainting, to the ground, the hand still holding her by the wrist, but now there was no sound. A shape rose out of her body there of mist I couldn't hold, and slid right into the solid stone. It must have been her soul. For then the hand, it had disappeared and left an empty shell. It left her body behind. But Hope, I knew, had gone to hell. She sits in a sanatorium by the window every day and looks unknowingly through the pane, while my pain won't go away. I copied the rune and translated it, and it said, "The god of life is trapped in stone in this obelisk, and he needs to find a wife."